guys, I just got done fixing a leak on my camper and I was pretty amazed. Hopefully that video all comes together because that was pretty funny. Okay, so we have a problem. That would be coming from the faucet right on the other side here. So we're gonna shut that water off, clean it up, and see what the problem is back there. This faucet is actually separate from this. This will actually come off the wall, and that's what the faucet is mounted to, and that's where the hot and the cold water lines are. So we're gonna take this off and see what's going on back there. So on the back of here, can't really see it, but that's what holds that faucet on. And then we'll put on our nuts. And just hand tighten everything. That's the thing with plastic, you know, you use a wrench and you get really tight and then you end up breaking stuff. We're nice and level. Looks good. Okay, now we'll hook up our hot water. Alright, and I'm just gonna go on the other side of this wall. There we go. Alright. Now we can put our screws back in. Actually, before that, I think I'm gonna go turn on the water and make sure it doesn't leak. How about that? Be right back. No leaks. Looks really good. We'll go around to this side. Make sure once again, and we are still leaking. Okay. So this just amazes me. Okay, so if you remember in my last video when the water was pouring out after I replaced the faucet, what I found was those 3 screws that were inside the wall that the water pipes had been rubbing on. And after 5 years, it finally made a hole in one of the water pipes. So I took my handy dandy tool and cut out that area. Let's see, I had that. Well, here's the piece. This little piece right here is the one that has the hole in it. So at least we hope that's the only hole. So I'm going to use a connector here. And this is a compression fitting. I guess I should explain this. It looks like this. These are compression fittings. And you take this nut off, you make sure and put it on the pipe itself, and then you push this part of the fitting down in the hose. And it is tough sometimes to get that in there and get it jammed down in there and seated. You want to get that like that. Get it seated down in there. And then this nut comes and you tighten this nut, and that makes it so it doesn't leak, which is a good thing. So, all right, that end is done. So I'm gonna shut off the video here while I crawl into this cabinet and hook it up to the other end of the pipe, and then we'll see how it goes. See you in a few. And the other thing that I did, I told you guys there was screws that were sticking through to the inside of that wall where the water pipes were. I went ahead and with my handy dandy little tool, I cut off the one I could reach. I cut the end of it off and then filed the edge down, the cut off edge down, so that it's not rough anymore. And then the other two that were on the bathroom side that I had access to actually, you know, take those two screws out. I took those screws out, I snipped off the ends of the screw, and then I filed it down so there was no rough edges on that, so that this won't happen again. So just a little tip there. Okay. No water spraying anywhere. That is so good. All right. So what I did here so that I can test these is I usually have a cap that I can put in these fittings. This one right here that goes to the faucet, the back of the faucet. I didn't have those caps to put in, so I just improvised and I put in a threaded compression fitting and then cap that compression fitting with a cap. So that way I can go ahead and test this all out before I hook it back up, so that I can make sure there's no leaks. So now I'm going to hook those back up to the back of the faucet. Okay, so I've got my faucet and my water lines attached. Now I'm gonna go outside and I'm gonna turn on the water. We're gonna double check that we don't have any leaks once again. Here we are. Look here for leaks. Nothing there. But remember, there was nothing there last time. Okay. Everything is dry. I can feel my coupler, and that is all dry. Everything is dry. We did it. So thanks for joining me. Thanks for watching and learning with me. So I appreciate it. And everybody, please remember, time is precious. Waste it wisely. Have a great day.